Topics and concepts that I found very interesting and insightful were all of the literature pre the 1300s and 1400s that was a lot about Christianity. I found it very insightful because I'm not Christian, and being able to read into the very depth and nuance that people felt for Christianity and seeing a lot of poetry about it, I thought was very interesting. And it was also what was very challenging and confusing to me because a lot of the poems read in the Norton textbook, I thought they were pretty hard to keep up with because they were like almost in another language, it felt like. And I often had to read very slowly line by line and go to the footnotes several times, and it was a very challenging process, but I found them insightful because knowing that there was that much deep thought put into work at the time sounds like I'm diminishing it, but I really learned a lot from that. And the course content relating to my personal and professional interests, I think that I just like reading and writing in general. I used to creatively write a lot, and so I found assignments like reimagining characters and looking at musicals really interesting because I like Six a lot, and I also just like creatively writing. And the learning activities that were most effective for me were the explanation essays, which was a bulk of the course, but I do think that staying in touch with writing essays I think is really important, and it made me a better writer and it helped me with the creative assignments as well. And the specific projects and discussions, I just really enjoyed the kind of the later assignments like Titus Andronicus and the modern sonnets assignments. I really like the writing labs a lot because I think that they take a pressure off a little bit, but they're still engaging. And because I'm doing dual enrollment, it is a little hard for me to be able to manage this course and two others in my high school course. But I try to plan my assignment through the week and start working on it. And as you know, sometimes I just do it the day of or the day before, but that's kind of how it ends up happening. But I still put in my time and effort into the assignments. And my skills and abilities that I've developed in this course, definitely writing. Not taking any English or history classes this year has been kind of challenging for me to maintain my writing skills, but because of this SPCC course, I was able to still be in touch with writing because I took AP Lang last year as a sophomore, and so I thought I forgot. And I really like this course because in AP Lang there's a pretty rigid rubric, and we wrote according to the rubric. There were points and everything. Obviously there's rubric in this course too, but I think it's a little lighter and it's more flexible, which allowed for creativity and deeper analysis without having to be constrained. And my goals for further learning are just to keep being able to read difficult stuff and get through it, because I do think that it helped me expand my mind view a little bit, made me more like, okay, there's things like this out there, there's things like that out there, like the Natura Extenuata. Like I didn't even know recipes went back like that and that they involved stuff like that. I thought that was like kind of witchcraft. It's pretty cool to see that stuff. And any suggestions I have for improving this course, I don't really have any. I think that this class is really great. I like you as a professor because I see your comments under posts and they're always very engaging for me, and they make me encouraged to do better in the class. So, yep.